Hello, this is Maury with XDynamics. Today, I'd like to take you a little bit deeper into the Evolve 2 Micro Four Third Astra camera. In this video, I'll explain why Micro Four Third is the best camera for filmmaking drones and why our specific choice of sensor and megapixel count will give you the best images possible in low light and during the day. The Micro Four Third sensor is in a sweet spot, sitting in the mid-range of all sensor sizes. Many things are trade-offs when you want high quality, long flight time, and versatility. Larger sensors require greater power consumption and heavier housings, which means you need greater lift capacity, resulting in shorter flight times. With small sensors, you can get longer flight times, but have inferior image quality and few options for lenses. The Evolve 2 uses a Micro Four Third sensor for high quality professional imagery while also getting over 30 minutes of flight time. The E2 uses a mirrorless Micro Four Third sensor. So in addition to the sensor size, the elimination of the mirror box and shorter flange focal length lightens the load even more. Flange focal length refers to the space between where the lens is mounted to the camera body and the camera's image sensor. So a shorter flange length equates to a smaller, lighter camera body. With a Micro Four Third sensor, less heat is emitted, so less battery power is required. With these characteristics used together in harmony, you get longer flight times with better image quality. With a Micro Four Third sensor, a wide variety of compatible lenses are available. Premium quality lenses from brands such as Panasonic, Leica, and Olympus. With these multiple lens options, filmmakers can really harness their ability to create high quality productions using multiple focal lengths to tell their story. Micro Four Third sensors come in a range of 7 to 47 megapixels. When choosing a pixel size, here are some things to consider: resolution, low light, and color fidelity. An extremely high megapixel count doesn't guarantee a better image. With larger pixels, we collect more information about the subtle qualities of color, luminance, and texture. Because that is how you tell a story. Story is emotion. Those qualities of color and light can lead your viewer deeper into what you have in store for them. The first RED cameras were 12 megapixels. They could have chased megapixel count, but instead what seems to be important to them was luminance, color, and dynamic range. The current Arri Alexa Mini that is shot from the largest drones created and on the biggest productions in the world, including Star Wars movies and Logan, among many others, is 13.7 megapixels. The current Alexa Studio camera is 7.5 megapixels. Most sensors in today's digital cameras use CMOS technology. Every pixel is made with semiconductor material that absorbs protons and emits electrons. Those electrons are held in a voltage well that prevent them from drifting away. Imagine buckets of water collecting raindrops, and the photons are the raindrops falling in the buckets. We can see the photons landing and collecting in the voltage well. If we add a lens, we can now start to further visualize the full effect of light collection and how it influences the quality of our image. The larger the bucket, the more photons collected. The more photons collected, the more image information we can pull. With one big caveat. If you have two different size sensors with the same pixel count, the larger sensor having a narrow aperture and the smaller sensor having a wide aperture, the smaller sensor will collect more light with that larger aperture, while still having the same spatial resolution. For the most part, three things are important: sensor size, pixel size, and the f-stop or f ratio. Pixel size has profound effect on how your images will look in low light. Every camera has noise in the extreme low light. We've tuned our noise patterns to protect the color channels and allow the noise when present to manifest itself in the luminance channels. This gives footage an organic, natural, non-distracting feel, even in those extreme low light environments, something that few camera manufacturers achieve. The quality of any camera is influenced most notably by the quality of the sensor, not the megapixel count. Our Micro Four Third sensor is 12 megapixels, measuring 4.63 micrometers. This means that for its size, our pixels are nearly twice as big as a typical Micro Four Third sensor. With the weight advantage resulting in 30-minute flight times, greater low light detail, and a long list of diverse, plentiful, and inexpensive lens choices, the Evolve 2 is a highly efficient and high-quality filmmaking machine. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.